David. David is the first in comment. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another great edition by your host, the one and only Witness You. Let's make sure we start the live with a sound check. Check 1, 2, 3. Mic 1, 2, 3. Not now, because I've moved away from the mic. I know you'll say, it's a bit not make sure. I'm back on the mic. So drop a one in the comment section to let me know you are hearing me live and clear from where you are sitting, where you are driving. No, if you're driving, don't type a one. Okay. We are responsible Mzansi Unfiltered family members. We do not text and drive. And also, okay, the ones are coming in. Timothy. Hi. Who else is here? Utolagele. Hi, Tola. Veggie. Hello. Today's live stream is going to be a mixed bag. Okay. It's going to be 7 colors. We're going to touch here and there and everywhere. Let me know what was the most shocking thing for you this week. We've got Namibia. Da, 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 da. We are definitely international. Okay. We've got Namibia in the house. Who else? Let me know. Where else are you joining from? And there's 104 of us right now at this very moment. Are there 104 likes? That's what the $1 million question is. Let's go ahead and hit the like button right away. So you know what? So you don't forget, you don't owe me anything because you already know it's gonna be thoroughly entertaining. I have a lot to say. So I also appreciate you coming through and being a part of our live stream. I want to begin the live stream by saying, okay, family announcement. Today's live stream is sponsored. Yes. Today's live stream is sponsored by Wellington. Thank you, Wellington, with the Gweliga Georgie pounds. I absolutely love to see how we're so international that our super thanks, super stickers, they also show that we are an international gang. Thanks, Welly, for the pounds. Okay, the pounds are pounding. I didn't forget to shout you out on the videos. It's just that I haven't had time to do proper videos. Okay. And then we also want to thank my beautiful sister as well. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Okay. Jabulo, thank you so much for supporting the channel and also being an honorary channel member. Thanks for all the financial support. I absolutely appreciate it. Financial support is not mandatory to be a part of the family. What is mandatory though is free. It is to like the video, to comment. Yes. I see your comments. Commenting is free. Liking is free. Watching is free. Okay. But that is also supporting the channel. So please don't feel discouraged or left out. I just like to shout out the financial recognition. Okay. Because they're helping me acquire more and more equipment. One thing I haven't heard anywhere, if they do after this live, just know they're a hater. I haven't heard anyone complain about the sound on my videos because we upgraded thanks to our channel members. Boo, 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 boo. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me. I think I spoke about that during the week. So thank you so much. Okay, let me check. We have got Utembelani inside Pagati within. And then we've got Brian. Hello, Brian Hammond. Okay, I'll never forget your last name because I'm following Professor Hammond. So, hello. Cape Town in the building. Boo. How is Cape Town today? Namibia, we've already introduced you to the family. Utando is also here on behalf of the family. I love it so much. I'm inside Pagati with my like. Exactly. That's what I like. I like. I don't trust Ratha at all. He's the mastermind, allegedly. Do you know who I think the mastermind is? I don't think he's the mastermind. No, he's far from it. Not that I'm saying he's incompetent or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the mastermind who I didn't see coming. And the time when I noticed it, well, I don't know if it's exclusively the mastermind, but this is just my opinion, okay? I'm just expressing my opinion out loud. So don't get upset when I name names. This is not the Malanga Commission. You're not going to get arrested. It's just, Mzansi Unfiltered. So it was when Gwabini said he went into Advocate George Baloyi's office and the good doctor was there. I was like, wait, what? He's been there this entire time? I don't know. That for me spoke volume. And then if you watch with senior counsel Danzi on the stand, Advocate George Baloyi, who has never, never, ever, ever lost a case, is struggling. He is struggling with Undanzi and he is being assisted by the good doctor. And I use the word assisted quite loosely. Let's go back to an incident that occurred before Umnisi Wemvula. You guys notice Umnisi now has a smartphone, an iPhone to be exact. All because of the incident inside the courtroom when they needed a cell phone. And Umnisi was like, yeah, you can take my phone. And Job was like, that's not a smartphone. Okay. We need serious phones here. We need a smartphone. And I don't know. I get the feeling Nisi said, oh, I'm going to get a smartphone. That's never going to happen again. And then Ndlovu took a selfie. Let me know if it's not Ndlovu, but I think it is him. He took a selfie, and after he took the selfie, it was supposed to be beamed. Okay, it was supposed to be beam it. And we know the beamer at the time. No, not the BMW. Okay, the beamer, like the person who beams onto the screen. The operator of the beaming mechanism was the good doctor. And this is like, oh, no, 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 no. You are fidgeting. You fidgeted. And there was a whole scene. And then the good doctor caught some feelings. And he said, I will never, ever, 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 ever assist the defense. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember how petty he was about it? He still is, by the way. He's still refusing to beam. Anyway, long story short, the point that I am getting at is that's who my spidey sense says, yeah, he might not be the originator, but he's definitely changing things around. And I think it's a whole team effort, right? Remember, it's a prosecutorially led investigation. But let me go ahead and do my greeting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another great edition, a live stream from Witness You. And I confirm my presence on behalf of Wandava. That's you, the public jury. That's also you, the watching briefs. The From Where I Am Sitting gang. Come on. Today, the working gang. Yesterday, I said, I know the working gang is not working. And they all came in the comment section and said, I'm at work. Okay. I'm literally watching you at work. I'm from work. Okay, so I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Okay, but today's Sunday though. Are you at work? If you're still at work and you're listening to Mzansi Unfiltered, drop a one in the two. Drop two in the comment section because the one is already taken care of. One was for sound check. Two is for working gang. Okay. I love the working gang, especially the one who told me, listen, I'm listening to you in the stock room. Okay. I'm inside party within the stock room. So Umlungu can't touch you because Mzansi Unfiltered will be there at the labor court. I also confirm my presence on behalf of the Where Are the AVLs? Where are the AVLs? Most importantly, where is Ndanzi's phone? Ndanzi wants his phone, Advocate George Baloyi, because you brought the phone number. How did you bring the phone number? Because he never wrote it down anywhere. Where did you find the phone number? You have to come and let members of the public jury know because we are the watching briefs, okay? We are watching and we are watching you like a hawk, okay? I also confirm my presence on behalf of the It Can't Be, okay? The guys that go over to Malanga and then they come here to see what did they miss. I love you too. And I'm definitely, definitely confirming my presence on behalf of the I Am Still Here gang, the OGs, the one and onlys, the ones who started this case and are still here. I know we've lost some people along the way. And how do I know? They tell me in the comments, I can't take this anymore. My heart, oh my God, it's too much. It's too much. The SENZO MEYIWA trial is too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm leaving. I can't watch this anymore. 2 weeks later, I'm back. It's like a toxic relationship. It's like that abusive boyfriend. You try to break up, but then you're back together again. That's what the SENZO MEYIWA trial is. But guess what? I'm committed to staying till the end. Okay. I am here inside Palati within. And this is my favorite. Okay. I confirm my presence on behalf of independent podcasters. Shout out to all the independent podcasters. Are you here watching Mzansi also? Yes, the independent podcasters that got a shout out from the one and only Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Nhlanhla Sbusiso Mkhwanazi. Did you hear about his Sbusiso this week? This week he got a Sbusiso and he got an elevation, promotion, additional duties, and dun because he's the man he thinks he is. He is the man that he thinks he is. And the people who were hating on him on the 6th of July, 2025, where are they? They should drop a 3 in the comment section because I know they're here. The haters of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Yeah. Now that is a general, like a general. Okay. He got Shadrach Severe. Okay, fine. Suspended Shadrach. No. What am I saying? We haven't, Shadrach, we miss you. Okay. I kind of need you to do your media tours. I need to do videos on you. The people can't forget you. We need you back. We know you're on suspension. We know you've been to Malanga. We know about the Impalas. Okay. Justice for the Impalas. How could I forget the Impalas? Listen to me. Shadrach, how you doing? It's been a minute. We haven't heard from you. It is not okay. Okay. There are a lot of arrests happening. Speaking of arrests, my goodness. You see the Malanga Commission? Ooh. Here's the thing. Here's my theory. And it's my theory alone. Okay. You see, when it comes to the Malangarism, it is this contagious disease. Not even a mask can assist you. You see, once you enter the Malangarism and then you sit in the hot seat, it's like there's some super glue there. Once you sit, you sit. And then you say what you say because you think you're in a tavern. And then you think you can roll up and just say whatever you say because you're used to running the show in your independent everywhere you are, in those offices, in the biker gangs, going to the boats, going to Mgulugudu farms, attending Mgulugudu funerals. Do you know what? If I was a general and people wanted to know what I was doing at a Mgulugudu funeral, I would say I was undercover. Have you noticed none of them are saying that? None of them are saying I was on an undercover assignment. I had a feeling about what was going on there. I just needed to get close to them because you know what they say, you got to get close to them and then figure it out. I was infiltrating this. None of them are saying that, and I shouldn't be giving them tips. But I feel it is absolutely ridiculous that none of them could say, no, I was on assignment. We've got, I think it was Sinona saying, no, I was drinking because I drink. Huh? We've got Sergeant Gosi saying, that is like my brother. We've got not Sergeant, okay. We've got Karim saying, no, I gave him 10 million because he asked me to give him 10 million. Huh? Like if I had 10 million and I wouldn't just be passing 10 million around with no paperwork, if you know what I'm saying. And then we also have, who else said it's like a brother? Who else? Who else? Tell me in the comment section. Who else said it's like a brother? We're like brothers. Julius Mkhwanazi and Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. He's like a brother to me. Did anyone notice none of the women said she's like a sister to me? None of the women said she's like a sister to me. None of the women said, he's like a brother to me. None of the women said that. It's only the men. There's a boys' club out there, okay? The boys' club is boys clubbing, and they thought they'd never be caught. And I believe they've been doing this for years and years and years. And they've been running the show. They've been intimidating people. And I want to say, Henops River. Just going to take a moment of silence for them. Henops River, the 3 constables who lost their lives almost a year ago It's literally almost a year ago. We are going to find out what happened to them. Come rain, come sunshine, come gulugudu, come press briefings, come blue lights. Justice for them and every other person who ever lost their life to these people because of the love of money. Imagine loving money so much. Let's talk about the latest person at the Madlangarism. Let me give you a hint of the love of money. Okay, I'm not accusing them of anything. This is official court documents. See, I love to read official court documents because it's under oath. Do you know what I mean? It's under oath. It's said by the saiders. Wait, let me open this up. I've been reading a lot. Dun da da da. Which one should I read to you? Let me read the most juiciest one because I was like, wait, what? Say what now? Okay. Okay. Drum roll, please, because this is a good one. Where's my drum roll? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Please make sure you like the live, okay? I'm about to read for you. Funda Tembe Funda. This is going to be the first time you're going to hear this, okay? It's only going to be heard right here on Mzansi Unfiltered. Do you remember at the Malangarism Commission, the man, Gareth Nisi? Yeah, him. And his fancy, fancy, fancy laptop. I was out here thinking that's some huge laptop. It's almost covering his screen. And then I thought that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. He didn't want to appear on thumbnails. He didn't want to appear on thumbnails. So he put that thing right in front of him and said, "Pa, there I am now in camera. What you gonna do now?" Until he moved it to the side, and I said, "Gotcha." I want you to know that he has, at the time of this court appearance, the child was 12-year old. He has a 12-year-old son with his then wife, and the wife was requesting a monthly allowance. Is it an allowance? No, that's a girlfriend allowance. She wasn't requesting an allowance. She was requesting a monthly maintenance. Guess the number. Guess how much this woman had the audacity to tell the court she wants per month. But and this one is not the audacity that's on sale. It's the audacity that tells you a lot about somebody. You see, the spouses are the ones. They are the storytellers. Get them in there. Get them in there with their long nails, long eyelashes, and what are they called? And their weaves and wigs and whatever it is. Their lace frontals or not frontals or whatever it is. Okay, get them in there. I promise you, if you get them in there, you'll get the answers faster. Have you guessed how much this woman asked for in monthly maintenance? And I repeat, exclusively right here on Mzansi Unfiltered. Can you please update us about the SENZO MEYIWA national shutdown? Okay, we'll get there. Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I said Malawi is here. Malawi. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, we've got Namibia, we've got Malawi, we've got Cape Town. Where else? Sweet, Sweden. Wow. Sweden in the building. That is so exciting. We're international. Okay, we are there by the. Does Sweden use euros as well? I think so. I think Sweden uses euros. Inside from, oh, we've got Nongoma. You know, Nongoma is a channel favorite. Hello, hello, hello. Gulugutus are here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Who else is here? Where else? We've got Namibia. Wait, let me make sure that, so I'm going to do a roll call at the end. I'm just saving locations. Give me a second. See, I'm by myself. Okay, this is not podcast and chill where they've got like producers. Good evening, sister. Good evening, Dan. Limpopo. We've got Limpopo also. Let me read your comment. Let me see what you're saying. Good evening, my favorite commentator. Okay, and the whole of the Unfiltered family. I am glad that tonight to be with the family. I am a proud South African and Undaba from the tiny little province of Limpopo. Hello, hello, hello. We've got PE. Hi, PE. Malawi. I think I saw that one already. PE. Malawi. Why are things repeating? What's going on with my screen? South Africa. Okay. You know what? I'll give it to you. Well, you know, Zomo is joining us from South Africa. Yay! Oh, that is so funny. Okay. Hi, my favorite channel on YouTube. Okay. Thanks for giving us good news every day. God bless you. Thank you, Veli. I love you so much. Appreciate the love. Namibia, Namibia, Namibia. I think I've got multiple Namibias. Either that or my screen is repeating itself. Okay, have you guys guessed the number? Have you guessed how much this woman had the audacity? What is going on with the screen now? How much this woman had the audacity to ask for in child support monthly, not annually, not 5 years, annually, monthly. Have you guessed how much this woman said she wants? Dun, da, da, da. Let me see. I'm looking for a number. Do, 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 do. Congrats to our General Omkulu. That's right. Here on behalf of I am still searching for Ntanzi's phone. Here on behalf of the Mkulugutus. Hello, Lonke, darling. How are you? Paulina is here. Channel Pumalanga in the building. You guys are rocking the nation. You're rocking the nation today. All protocol observed to all channel members. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good Sunday. I'm just gonna speak very no, let me not get distracted. I'll come back to the Mpumalanga. That's gonna be one of the end topics. Sorry for the initial typo. Oh my goodness. No need to apologize. Okay. And then we have Utemba. Temba says, greetings to the Mzansi Unfiltered gang. Also confirming my presence on the portal. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, what a week it has been. Mkwanazi, Wayenzindaba. Opening a can of worms. Abashe. Abathanda imali kakhulu. Listen, I love money, okay? But not at their levels. No, I don't love money. I love what money can do. Yes. And I think that that's not a bad thing. I just think these guys went a little bit overboard. The commissioner BBL said he was my financial boyfriend. My goodness. I need a financial boyfriend. I'd be so bored though. I would be thoroughly bored. I would be totally bored. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Does anyone know how it went yesterday with the visitation at the Meyiwas? Coming to you live, coming to you live. Wait. You guys do this in my comment sections of my videos. You're jumping. The video is talking about the sun. You want to talk about the rain. So wait, okay? We are not there, but we're getting there. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, stay tuned. Yeah. Mzansi Unfiltered is here for you. The Commissioner BBL woman, We spoke about this one. Okay, I gotta give you the number. Then we move from the Malanga. 80,000. Edwin. I said it is not an annual income. It is not for the next 5 years. 80,000. Why would you go so low? I mean, remember, he only makes about 100,000 rands a month. I want you guys to keep that in mind. I don't remember how much exactly he makes a month, but it's very important. So we're going to mark your 80,000 and say, no, you are not winning the lottery. You mustn't play the lottery. Your number guessing game is not as good. Wait, we've got Ketugutula, who has decided not to gutula, like Unrumalo. Okay, Uzwide Galanga was misbehaving on Thursday, but we're not there. We'll get there. Okay. Ketugutula says, Pansy isn't having it. Huh? Oh, Zokamhlawa. Drakensberg. Confirming my appearance. And I'm not in the stock room today. Yay! Finally. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, welcome everybody. Okay, let me tell you how much this woman had the audacity to ask for. And the fact that she had the audacity to ask for this is a red flag. No, it's not a red flag. It's a red duvet. It's a confirmation, in my opinion, of Mgalagoto tendencies. He makes 100,000 rands a month, approximately. She said to the court of law, because she is in possession of his 12-year-old child, a boy. I guess if you have a boy, do you then ask for more? Or it doesn't matter? I'm stretching, right? I'm digressing. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl. Anyway, the child is 12 years old at the time of this court appearance. She requested 224 rands. No, no, no. Don't think it was 224 rands. Let me finish the numbers. Let me try not to be Jacob Zuma. Let the numbers come to me. And I said, she requested the court that she wanted to receive 224,519 rands per month. Can I get an amen for the women who know what time it is? For the women who know how much is in the building. News for sure, come up to the stage, please, if you're available. We haven't chatted in a long time. Are we fighting? Is there a battle of the giants I don't know about? You have to come and speak to the people, please, as a guest appearance. Good morning. I am seeing it. Oh, you're already in tomorrow. Guys, this woman said she wants 224,519 rands a month. Don't think that's all she wanted. Let me read it. Let me read the sentence. Let me read the sentence. Wait, let me first of all put this link here. Share your link. Guys, I don't have what's it called? What happened? I don't have a, what do we call it? A watching brief. No, not a watching brief. I don't have a fact checker. Yeah. It's just me. Okay. I'm the producer, I'm the entertainment, I'm the everything. So sometimes I might just slow down a little bit, but drop those likes so that I go ahead, okay, and tell you the rest of the things she wants. This woman knows what time it is, and she knows how much her man has, and she's saying, give me the money, honey. Give me the money, honey. Or else I'm gonna tell the world. This is the woman whom Malangarism needs to call. Okay? This is her. She is the one. Call her. I promise you, you will get all the monetary information that the commission deserves to know about. Okay. I just have to do one more thing. Let me just make sure our studio, everything is working correctly. Talk amongst yourselves in the comment section. I'll be with you in half a second. Okay? Half a second. It's not even going to take us long. There. I've done all the kneadings. So now I need to pin this comment. Guys, I don't want to check the lives because I know I'm going to get depressed and then I'm going to end the live and I'm going to be sad. I don't want to be sad because I just found out some women in this world have the audacity to tell the court the applicant requests 224,000. Wait. Okay, let me read this number properly. 224,519. Yeah. Okay, let me try this number one more time. 224,519 rands per month in addition, okay, to direct payment of expenses such as the child's education. Do you understand that language? Do you understand that what she's saying? She's saying she wants approximately 225,000 rands plus. She put a plus, not a minus, a plus. And she said the child's expenses. Wait, ma'am, excuse me. What's the 225,000 for if it's not including the child's expenses? So the request continues to say, she argues that the respondent Mr. Amnisi over there at the Milangarism hot seat, she argued that the respondent received significant income through various companies and trusts, exceeding his disclosed salary. The respondent contended that his pay as chief financial officer is his only source of income. He contended that the applicant exaggerated his expenses and has suggested a reasonable monthly contribution of 35,000 rands. The insult. Huh? That is almost 200,000 knocked off what she's asking for, sir. How dare you on behalf of women? That is an injustice. He further argued that the two trusts, which were both during the subsistence of the marriage and which owned substantial assets, were irrelevant to the case despite the connection to their family's wealth. The court emphasized that applicants for interim maintenance must act with utmost good faith and fully disclose their finances. It stresses that the awarded maintenance should reflect the party's marital standard of living, balancing the applicant's reasonable needs with the respondent's ability to pay, while acknowledging the principle that interim orders should not include da 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 da, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, did you hear how much this woman wants? A whole 200, let's just say 250,000. Okay, because then she talks about the accommodation, da da da. It's a long one. I'm going to do a separate video on it. Okay, it's so interesting because he says, I just have my city salary. So, Jabulo's in the house. Yes, he is. The tissue. Wait, the comments are flying. Wait, let me just catch myself. Jabula, are you there? Okay, while we wait for Jabula to position himself and maybe join us, let me also just quickly check the comments. Hi, Witness You. Hi, Kilivochile. How are you? I'm running away from new unit. You're running away. Who's running away? Running away from the new unit led by Umkonazi. If they thought the PKTT was a problem, the new unit sounds like it's going to be amplified. It's going to be a shit show. Excuse my French. But yes, inside party within. You may check Ratha's behavior. Yes, I agree. All of a sudden, Judge Ratha, no, Baloyi, you heard me. What? I had to check my screen. I was like, where am I? Who are these people? Is this AI? Did the judge say no to Advocate George Baloyi? Are you kidding me? What is this? Are you going to join the stream? News for sure. Okay, so you asked me questions about. Oh, I have a voice note. Do I want you guys to hear the voice note? Let me let you listen to Advocate George Baloyi. Let me listen to this voice note because it might impact the life. Okay, 1 second, guys.
Now, your intention to make a confession while Brigadier Gininda contact Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu on the evening of the 18th of June 2020 to make arrangements for a confession.
Uma kuwukuthi Mnumzane uNtanzi wena awuzange usho kuBrigadier Gininda ukuthi ke ufisa ukuthi ke ugonyuluke noma ke ukhulumeke, kwakungani ke uBrigadier Gininda axhumane noKenel Rapadu ukuthi ke uKenel Rapadu ezohlangana nawe athathe istatement kuwena uma kuwukuthi wena awuzange usho kuBrigadier Gininda?
Mana kwase kathola umbuzo ngabe bosho ubheke uyoGininda ngoba uGininda mangathululandela yonke ama case akhe anama confession, yiphi case yakhe ngena confession ama case awamela lapha eSouth Africa?
That's a very good question, but it would be better so that if it was directed to Gininda, because if you look at all his cases all over South Africa, which all of his cases there are confessions. Which case that Gininda investigates doesn't have a confession?
Ngoba
How dare you, Ntanzi? It's the audacity for me. My goodness, Ntanzi, you have the nerves, okay? The nerves, the gallbladder. How dare you put Brigadier Bongani Nicholas Gideon on page 283 of Paulo Sullivan's book on blast on national TV? And what is even worse, we didn't hear a word from my lord. I think it's the first time in history where my lord didn't jump into the arena to defend. Yes, Brigadier Gininda. We have seen my lord defend him at every turn. When Muzi said, yeah, we went with the brigadier to the KZN, and my lord said, and he left his family on a weekend. And we were left wondering, how do you know about his family? How do you know about his preferences on a weekend? I did not know SAPS members only work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. How did you know that, my lord? This is the same man who drove all the way to Rustenburg and went to the Sibanye mine and went and got a confession out of Ntanzi out of the blue. Very, very random, don't you think, my lord? Why did you not jump into the arena? I think the timing is quite shocking that my lord and the Lieutenant General Umkhonazi being appointed to national role with a team. Okay, he's not just the Lieutenant General of the tiny little province of KZN. No, he now has a team, like a team, like a team. Shocking. What? 300 people in the room? Come through, everybody. But have you liked the life? Have you liked the life? It is free. I promise it's absolutely free. You lose absolutely nothing, not even sleep. You get 1 or 2 or 12 laughs from your host, witness you. I just ask you to exchange a like. That's all. Just a like. Just one. And you do it once. You do it once and then we're done. You've done your job. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have got the one and only Jabulo. Hi, sorry. How are you? How are
Huh?
we?
We are good. We are good. We are good. We are cruising nicely.
We're cruising
We
nicely. I love it.
we we are just enjoying.
It
And yeah, just a side note. Yesterday, I was in Devon. The minute I arrived,
mhm.
uh, and and I got a person who's telling me, says, "Hey, Chief, go back. You know, it might not be clear for you to arrive there." So that's when I
It's
had
a
to leave that.
hotspot.
Yes,
You couldn't
that's when I had to.
Bluetooth.
I
You
couldn't
arrived.
Bluetooth.
No
Yes, I couldn't
hotspot,
Bluetooth.
no Bluetooth, nothing.
Nothing, nothing. Because I had not, yeah, I said it was just too remote. Yeah.
Too remote.
Yes, that's our lives. No, I know Umlazi back and forth, you know. I drive around Umlazi. It's not an issue. But it's just that yesterday something happened prior to that.
Come on.
So I
Now,
made a turn
Mzansi
at
Unfiltered.
Megacity.
Give us something
Mm.
to hold on to. What happened before that? What's your intel? We are a safe space, guys. You promise not to tell anyone else, right? We promise, Njabula. We've missed you and Sis Pat. Come on now, give us something.
Yes. No, I can tell you guys that Sis Pat, she's okay. She's well. She's the only thing she had an issue with the phone. So, but she is well. I spoken to a very close person, then he confirmed, good, Sis Pat is fine.
Okay, so just in case you don't know what Jabulo is alluding, there was a rumor flying around that his pet is missing in action, but the insiders, the Jabulas, have confirmed that no, guys, pay attention, okay, focus. Patricia used to love to type focus in her comment section. She left a goodbye note. Even when I saw it, I was like, but she said she wasn't going to be posting. And then I said, wait, what if someone had already captured her? And then they just put that so no one looks for her. I watch too much Netflix. But then I was like, nah. She was very specific and she said she won't be posting as much. And she literally last posted a day before Easter. So thank you so much for confirming that all is well inside Pagati within Patricia Mashale. We just need her to come back and tell us, what's happening, what's going on, and also, whatever she can share. I mean, we miss her. We miss her. Even I sent her a message, guys, and she didn't blue tick me. Like, why aren't you blue ticking
No,
me?
no, no, definitely not. No, definitely not. She will definitely come back. It's just that there's been just a lot of things happening.
I'm sure because
Yeah.
I think it's like online demands. We demand the now. Okay, so a couple of comments came in, which were what happened in Umlazi yesterday. I am in possession. Okay, I am in possession of videos, photos, audios. There's a video that I'm still debating with myself. I'm having like meetings with myself back and forth if I want to share it. Um, you know, and maybe you guys should help me reach a decision because I'm very sensitive to children. Do I want to put them on blast? But this is such a nice video. I know you guys would love it. Should I share it? But then it's a child. So I'm torn. I'm very, very torn. So I do have some updates on what happened yesterday. The reason why I haven't done a video is because, when you get things in drips and drabs, I'm a storyteller. I need to tell the story well. So I haven't received all the information. So once I have everything together, you already know. Subscribe, like, and comment. Mzansi Unfiltered will come through for you. But Jabs, if you have any updates, let us know from your secret location because you arrived in Durban and then you did a U-turn. A U-turn? Come on now. Let us know. But you know what? We do endorse safety, okay? We are not um team risk it all. So please let us know what you know. Jabula just left me hanging like that, guys. Just left me hanging. Yeah, just abandoned me.
I'm saying that about them, and I don't know much.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
yes, what I know more about is it's the clip that you just played and the video.
which clip?
Yes,
Baloyi?
yes, but
Oh, the witnesses. Please,
yes,
please drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's
yeah.
hot. Tell us. Yes, please. Go
So
ahead.
yes, for people, a good evening to people here at Unfiltered. You're gonna get this as unfiltered as you can imagine it. Now, what people don't know is, and because you have been talking about page 283 basically over and over again. Now,
Guys,
now
if
you
anything
will
happens to me, just know it's because of page 283.
yes. So what is interesting is that I am gonna detail some of the things that Umkwanaze actually said, which Umkwanaze said on July the 6th, because some of them was a combination of everything. We've been providing information. We've been having shows where we're trying to point people to the right thing so that a picture can be clear. So now, when Untanzi is saying that all Gininda's case have confessions, he's not lying, basically.
No, he's
He is
not.
not lying. Yes. And then
He is
also,
reading from the Good News Bible, okay?
yes.
Chapter Mkologoto must fall. But yeah, go ahead.
And then another thing is that it doesn't stop there. It also knows that when you see the people that arrested Tuntans, the
Mm.
police officers, they've been working together since 2010. I mean, most investigators that investigated Untans or the SENZO MEYIWA case were also involved in the Zimbabwe rendition case. Ne? And guess
Mm-hmm.
who interfered? I've actually had to go read, and it makes sense. The person that interfered with all of those investigations is no other than the author and the owner of page 283.
Polly?
Yep.
Okay. I'm listening.
So,
No, wait. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. Do you know I read a lot, okay? I read page 283 when Pathania told us to go read page 283. And then
mhm,
now, after Paul O'Sullivan has appeared and all the things, you go back and read 283 again. You're like, wait a minute. I think I need to read the whole book again, knowing what we know now, because it's like a self confession, the book. And Paul O'Sullivan at the time never predicted that there was such a time as Lieutenant General Mkwanazi putting them on blast, because he has it
yes.
all written in the book. But continue.
What I will send you, if I have not, did I not send you a Verksman's report?
No, you
Uh,
stopped talking to
Yes.
me. I don't know why you stopped talking to me. Are we fighting? You stopped
No,
like engaging with me. Guys, don't listen
yes.
to this part. Okay, it's two adults talking. You stopped talking to me, and I have
Yes.
no idea why.
So
I'm just joking.
no, so I will send you the Verksman's report and also a report that Paul O'Sullivan did, which which
Paul O'Sullivan.
joining the dots of state capture. Now this is what's quite interesting. Yes. Now what Paul O'Sullivan says there from 2013, talking about you have these people that which is now a full circle. Paul
Mm,
O'Sullivan was defending General Sibia and General Dramat, as well as General Cowboy, Colonel Cowboy, basically on the Zimbabwe rendition matter. Ne?
okay.
That's Paul
Because
O'Sullivan.
I was
Yes,
gonna say something. I was gonna say something. I know, like you're used to doing these conversations with Sis Pat, and you guys know all these people. You gotta like break it down for us as well, okay? So that we are on the same page. Just putting that out there. But go on. That's why it took
yes.
me 400 years to
In
jump
20,
onto the General Mfazi conversation.
yes.
But yeah.
So yes. So General Dramat was the head of Hawks National, and also General Dramat a person who was working under him, who was the head of Hawks in Gauteng, which was General Sibia. Now, there was a complaint about people that have gone missing. Ne? That is why now you have a case that is called Zimbabwe rendition case. Investigation took long, 2011, 2012. Around 2011,
Hmm.
I picked Sesogo. Ne? You remember those names that were being mentioned by Mkwanas?
Hmm.
IP and them pushed a complaint. And at the time, a person who was the acting commissioner was no other than General Mkwanas.
Yes,
So
yes, he
IP,
was. Yes, back then. Then
it,
they made him go home after. Okay, yeah, I
it,
remember that.
so IP complained about Dramat and Sibia to who? To General Mkwanas. Then General Mkwanas asked him, this whole thing happens with who? Cope Musiwa Likota. had actually received certain information. Then he asked General Dramat, why are Zimbabweans being killed in South Africa or being stolen from South Africa to where? To Zimbabwe, to the border. And then when Dramat answered that question, apparently they said he was not truthful to the parliament when he was answering that question. So that's what then probed. Now, this is what is quite interesting now, which you're gonna learn about this General Mkwanas.
Mm-hmm.
And Advocate Baloyi and Advocate Mzinyathi. You see those people you had me come in the inquiry. Mzinyathi comes through, Baloyi comes through, Nzogwe comes through. The same team have been together across each
Kininda comes
other.
through.
Yes, they've been together, working together on similar cases or whatever since 2010. And you will see once I give you that note, those notes.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing where Ntanzi and them were moved around. Even the prisoners or the accused persons in a Zimbabwe rendition match, they will be arrested in Deep Slot. Deep Slot is somewhere in Midrand. And then they will be taken to Orlando police station. And they will be booked out in Orlando police station in awkward hours to Silverton. The same modus operandi that happens to the accused
Dance.
person. Yes, and Sibia.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes.
Including Paulo Sullivan was also moved from the airport to Central and then also to Valeria with a high-speed chase. The same thing that Ntanzi was saying. Paulo Sullivan also details that he was kept in a very filthy cell that didn't even have water. It was inhumane. That's what Ntanzi said. That's why he couldn't bath, because there was no water coming out. And it's very sad because uSibande noBaloyi noRatha believed ukuthi Valera had water. But Paulo Sullivan, when he said that cell was inhumane, it did not even have water. That's why the state has settled. Paulo Sullivan had sued the state 159 million rand.
Wow.
We don't know how much the state paid
We
for
also don't
being.
know, even with the poison, right? Do we know? No, we don't know.
I do know from the reliable source, so but I can't talk about it because it's a
Okay.
settlement. So
Okay.
yes, yeah,
No problem. We respect your
yes,
privacy.
yes, yes. So now do you see these things? And you heard the fact that also, beside that poison was paid, you get to be told that now Paulo Sullivan worked with the Hawks. Who was the head of Hawks in Gauteng during that time was no other than Advocate Harinel.
Ooh. He's
Yes,
always there. He's always there.
yes,
Remember, he flies around with Paul O'Sullivan.
yes. And then also, Harinel is close to General Sibia.
Okay. Go
Yes,
on.
they were. Yes. So now I need you to understand why it was a perfect ceiling. You see how they agreed upon the issue of a mastermind and everything like that was a perfect case. Where else now there were people that were already lined. Remember, I used to tell you that there are witnesses that are on standby because Ukeli had actually threatened them, which is gonna sue them
Mm.
hard. And one of those witnesses have since come out, Mateus, because
EFF. EF.
yes,
And we did not know this. And you know
yes,
what? EFF, what's her name? Leanne
Mateus,
Matrix. Her
yes.
coming out and it not being mentioned. Danzi needs to know about it. It not being mentioned inside the court, and the fact that Kelly was never called is a confirmation that they know that they're extra witnesses, because if they called Kelly, then the defense was going to call her witnesses, these extra people. Yeah, go on.
Yes, so even the issue of the gun, how the gun is planted to a person and everything, you will see on the note that I tell you, even on the Zimbabwe rendition matter, a gun planting and a gun saying this is a gun that was used there to do this thing. It's the same modus operandi. But I was on with Herinel. Now, what you also need to note there, Bas Kruger has produced a proof of payment where Herinel was paid, where Upolo Sullivan was paid by NPA almost R1 million. That was signed off
What?
by Herinel.
What?
Yes, yes, I'll
Emily?
send it. Yes, Emily.
No wonder he's out here paying for Kininda.
Yes, no, no,
He's a
he was
he's a
paid.
very generous man with the money he gets from the state. Okay.
Yes. You see, what now? When Paulo Sullivan left the airport, I unfortunately became to work at the airport and I cleaned the airport. Let me tell you something. When I got to the airport, they only had probably what, 2,000 cameras? We moved
Yes.
the cameras to a massive number. A massive number. I cannot disclose the number. We,
We
we,
we
we,
we,
we
we respect your privacy again.
yes, yes. So having said that, ne, now, Paul O'Sullivan, what people don't know, it is a crime. You cannot fly, there's no flight plan that move from Lanseria to OR Tambo.
No, there's not. I agree.
Yes. There's no flight
It's not.
plan
It
that actually
can't
does.
be. It's not possible.
Yes. Because the danger around it, whenever an aircraft or the crew members they're flying out, the minute you are airborne, it means that you are on the international airspace. When you land there, it means you could have taken something from domestic, you take them across to international, or you could have smuggled anything around there. Let me tell you something what people don't know. Ne? Minopolo Sullivan must come to me if he wants to come for me. Minag, we've always said that. You guys know we've always said that, but we just minded our business. What is important there is that his fight, of all the things, the minute he has a fight with Jackie Sileb, then all of a sudden he's got this huge dossier about the international drug smugglers. Now, when you look at Paul O'Sullivan drug smugglers, the list that he has there on his
Mm.
document, it's got nothing to do with what now you know as a drug cartel that is before us, the Matlanga and everything like that. That one is a cartel of something else, but not a drug cartel. It's a tender cartel. And
Yes.
that thing needs to be clear. It's a tender cartel. It's not a taxi boss cartel. It's not a drug cartel. It's a tender cartel.
Yeah, and they've been. I mean, I just told you guys how much this woman, niece's wife at the time, requested 200 and almost 25,000 rands a month in maintenance for a child. No, plus child's expenses. That already tells you the money is flowing in Tenderland. It's all Mkwanazi's fault. The 6th of July has just ruined people's lives. Well, entrepreneurs' lives. It's very, very, very their supply and demand chain has been disrupted. Procurement is no longer procuring. The department, I'm trying to speak the English that Mr. Mnisi was speaking. In fact, I turned off the TV. I was like, I can't. What is going on? What is this man doing? I cannot listen to this. Why is he talking like this? Okay, so while we wait for Jabs, because he looks like he's busy,
No,
we have
I'm
okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
go-
Oh, but you can take your guess. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. You were on mute. You must have
Oh,
put
okay.
yourself
I
on
don't
mute
know.
and you didn't
Yes.
notice.
Yes, okay, yes. So yes, so that alone, it's very strange how then Paul O'Sullivan, after he had a fight with Celebi, he gets to have interest in drug dealings. You understand?
Mm.
And he gets interest to follow up with this guy, which is Ronavan Krecher. You see,
Yes.
Ronavan Krecher had the same unlucky things compared to just like Chow, where they are clear things that they could arrest you for, but they don't arrest you for those things. Then they choose something else. Let me tell you something that is delicate.
Yes, I'm
Paulo
listening.
Sullivan has an award that he was given by an Australian um, crime intelligence. Let me put it that way. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? You see, this is very strange because you cannot give an award to a head of security. You see, at our Chambone, during Paul O'Sullivan's tenure, I think they were just maybe after, because Paul O'Sullivan did not just leave the airport. He left the airport as an AXA employee, but then he also participated. Ne? He participated. He was aligned with another security company. After that, also, you see, with him, Paul O'Sullivan, I mean, I know fact that Paul O'Sullivan, when he started speaking to crime intelligence, he was we were speaking to this person every day. This person says, no, man, this person is speaking big things about the commissioner, and I don't want to listen to this person. That's a crime intelligence official. I'm telling you about 2003, 2004. I was not even there working. But whenever, because there was some other investigation that was taking place, you see this episode that he likes to talk about.
Yes, yes.
Yes, being removed at the flight. You see, that part was painful. Yeah. It was painful for him to be removed. Yeah.
Oh, you mean
There's the
when he
story
was
around
dragged
it.
off of
When
business class and then he was with his children and when they arrested him. That's what you mean?
it was very painful. Ne? He was the aircraft had already started pulling off. The
Yeah.
aircraft had already started pushing back, ne? And it was stopped, which is a very rare moment, you understand? But let me tell you, once the aircraft they start to push back, now the
It takes a
discretion
lot to stop
becomes
it.
a responsibility of the tip. Yes, yes. Why is that important? Because we know of an incident in Cape Town where there was a stairway, the person that actually jumped into the wheels of the aircraft.
Ah.
The pilot had an option to actually turn back and make a U-turn and land. But he says, you know what? Roger that. We'll see him in 11 hours when we land in Heath. There were two guys. One fell off, the other one, yes. So, but you see, but now when it comes to Polo Sullivan, why the pilot stopped? Why he also hated Umamtu Mien?
Yes.
Because because when the aeroplane is pushing back, it's in
Mm.
control of two people that have access to the pilot. Is the ATNS tower as well as the S, uh, South African Airways control room, basically.
Mm. Mm.
And the person, you see, when they push back the aircraft, there is a person that actually has a cable that is connected to the aircraft. Is directing the pilot, turn straight the wheels and everything. You see, he walks slowly
Mm.
when the truck is
Mm.
pushing there, and he always
Mm.
has a long
With those
cable with
things.
yes, with the earphones, yes, with the
Yes.
headset, yes.
Yes.
Now, the most important thing about that is that we were briefed because I saved that footage, the whole incident of Paul O'Sullivan being taken, but
Ha,
the
ha,
security,
ha. Wait, huh? You've got the footage? Okay. Okay.
it's
I might have
it's at
got a
the
little bit too
airport.
excited
Yes,
there.
No, yes, I was part of the people that were concluding this thing. So, but no, no, no. I
Wow.
believe that that footage is very safe at AXA. But let me tell you, what Paul O'Sullivan is not saying. The
Mm?
national threat that they were saying, they said that Paul O'Sullivan has threatened Uguti when he lands in London, he's gonna pull
Yes.
them corners.
He was going for a
That
press
was the thing.
briefing. Yes.
Yes, international press briefing. So they could not release him, basically. Whether in terms of how they did that and everything, it depends on the government of the day. But all the people that Paul O'Sullivan that have actually linked them to state capture, linked them to former President Zuma. Some of those people have never even met the former president. Now, also, Paul O'Sullivan, the people that he defended, Paul O'Sullivan defended the Katomena team. He says, no, it was a very good unit that was working there ethically in KZN. And then these thugs that are in a police uniform, they removed that unit because of the state catch. He also talks about a very good general who was removed by Nkemeza, which is General CB. He talks about also about General Dramat. He says also if Dramat and Spear were still in charge, there was no way that he was going to be stopped at the airport. He was going to be arrested because those were good people. So I'm not going to say much about General Dramat, you know.
Mm.
He's a very quiet person. He never liked the spotlight. You
It's
could
not a
see that
drama.
he's there. No. It's not a drama. You could see that he
But
was
his name is Dramat. Okay, never mind. Okay, dry joke. Never mind.
yeah, yeah. So now, but that's why that I wanted to give that context. And then the person that comes through, because he says that he wanted to be killed, and Manu was also involved. Remember, General Manu has a direct link with who? With our favorite lawyer, Mchiako. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Mchiako has a direct link with Umamria Pierre. I can tell you what, Mchiako was on the verge of being made a general if crime intelligence did not gang up against him and framed him on the case that he was arrested for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you see, Mchiako was a double agent. You understand? That's why his
Jaco's
things
more than a
disappear.
double agent. He is so cushioned. He is so protected. Like there's something there about him that has to come up. Kwanazi needs to know about him. Can someone let the general know, please? We're tired.
Yes. Why the other committee never asked anything about him? Because he's been a lawyer for MK on the election matter case.
Jabs, hold on, okay? Jabs, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Can we take a little commercial break? Okay,
All
let's
right.
welcome our international guest. Okay, we've got a guest sitting so quietly. Philip, please come up, please unmic. We apologize. Since Jabs is offloading, we can tell he misses his pet. Someone said, "Who is Jabulo on guys?" I can always tell when you guys are not OGs. Sis Pat in the beginning used to call Jabulo Jabula, and we were all like, "Wait, ah, that's an interesting name, Jabula." Hmm. Until Jabulo said, "No, it's Jabulo." So it's an inside joke. Okay, it's a family joke. His name is Jabulo. Okay, from the channel News for sure. Have you subscribed to his channel? Okay, go ahead, Philip.
Well, evening to the family.
Hi, how are
Uh,
you? No. Say it properly. Say it. Muribanje. No, wait. Yeah.
muri bwanji.
Yeah, we need proof that you're international. We have to hear the sound, okay? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Today I'm super excited. To the show. I think we have been having a very fantastic week. Someone may ask why that I'm so interested in South African current affairs. You know, we're living in one world, and Africa is one. So the victory in justice delivery in South Africa is the victory for Africa, for Malawi, Zimbabwe, Botswana, whatever. So the latest news of the arrest of Julius Nkwanazi, I think it's just a demonstration that South Africa is waking up from its slumber, and I think the angel of justice is hovering around South Africa. I'm just waiting for the day of Gininda and Paul Sullivan too. My intro.
Please,
Thank you.
loud. Okay, let me behave myself. I'm sorry, Brigadier. It's just that page 283 just inspires me to find out more. Because what do you mean you flew out? You got flued out like an influencer? You got flued out to the Czech Republic? And that was way before social media. Linda, come on now.
Imagine.
And it was not authorized. It was not authorized. I'm just so shocked that you're also up to date as well with the Madlangarisms over there. So this is really like international. Jab, speaking of international, and you
Yeah.
spoke about the airport route, Lansania and Oatambo does not exist. It made me want to ask, how exactly did little Mugabe get into the country?
Well,
With his firearm that suddenly disappeared. What's your speculation?
no, he will have arrived through via Lancera or via Orsam. What you must know that President, they are.
Because that's what I thought. I thought he arrived
Mhm.
on a private jet. He would have had to. I don't think Oatambo, you cannot get your passport stamped.
Remember, his mother is a South African. He was born in Soweto.
Okay.
Yes. Now, also, well, the first lady basically was born in Soweto, basically, but she's a Zimbabwean. So, um, please, can I just correct that? She's a Zimbabwean, basically. But you see, heads of state, kids, and everything, they do enjoy a certain level of diplomatic travels. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's a concept within aviation which is called diplomatic bag. Yeah.
Okay.
A diplomatic bag enjoys a protection of international civil aviation.
Uh-huh.
So what it means that if you're a diplomat, you
Mm.
can pass through with a bag because they know that you cannot shame, you cannot embarrass your country, basically on that.
They think you're ethical. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, they've got that belief. So that's some of those things. So within diplomatic channels, certain things get to be missed.
Okay. But a flight cannot land, right? For a flight to land, it has to be on record, right? Well, that's why they won't
Yes.
produce a date. They don't want to say when he arrived
So
because they can
so what
backtrack
what
it.
yes, what is the story there? They don't know when he arrived.
So they can't investigate it.
No. You see what happens? It's the same thing that happens to Paul O'Sullivan. Maybe he's got 2 or 3 passports, basically.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what then people will do just to remove the track, when the person leaves South Africa, will leave with the South African passport.
Yes.
But then when he comes back, he will come back with a UK passport or some other country's passport.
Uh-huh.
So ideally, for you to understand what this thing is, you need this person to declare to you how many passports does this person have. There's 2 ways. It's either they can declare, or what also they can do, they can run through by his name and surname, they run through to another system of immigration, which is a people's movement, basically. So a passenger movement system is like, it will search you by your name and your surname. It will pull up people that
Mm.
have the same thing. Then it will show you that, okay, on this day you travel with South African passport, Zimbabwean passport, or UK or Australian passport. So I think they say there's just short investigation work there. That those things can be
There are
easily.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I was once at the airport right there at OR Tambo there with the many cameras that you say you were part of the cleanup, like, my peers cleanup. Anyway, so I was once at the airport and this woman was rolling on the floor. She was crying. And I was like, wait, what's going on there? What's her problem? And they're like, no, she overstayed. I was like, so why is she rolling on the floor? She's departing anyway. And they're like, no, dummy, you can't come back because now they have to document it that she overstayed and then she's going to get, I guess, deported, but she cannot come back. She can't come back. That's why you see her roll. That woman was rolling. It was my first time seeing that because I didn't understand. I didn't understand why this woman was demonstrating such insanity. But anyway, yeah, so it's quite complicated. So this immigration thing is interesting. The reason I asked is because you had mentioned that route that doesn't exist that Paul O'Sullivan says he took. And I think that the challenge with um these kind of movements is not having the experience or the knowledge that there is no route. So do you understand? Like that's why the ad hoc committee they couldn't ask the question because they didn't know. So, yeah, I just want to add that 2 cents. They did not know that that route doesn't exist. And that's why, even when Paul O'Sullivan says, I've got a flight to catch, they all just assumed he's going on an international flight when he was just going local, is like domestic flight.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, during that whole process, ne,
Mm-hmm.
um, now I told you the relationship that Paul O'Sullivan enjoyed with NPA. Then NPA had another unit which was called Assets Forfeiture Unit, AFU. Ne?
Mm. The former
Part of the
SIU. Same thing?
no, it's different. It's a Asset Forfeiture Unit exists within NPA. So they take proceeds
Jobs,
of crime.
Jobs, I told you.
Yes.
You're used to talking to Patricia. You guys talk high level. We want you to talk grade 5, okay? Make sure you introduce us and so we walk with you. Continue.
Okay. Yes. So within NPA, like now you know that there is a ITEC. ITEC in NPA is replacing what we can say Scorpion, basically. That's
Okay.
what they've
Mm-hmm.
replaced. Now, AFU is Asset Forfeiture Unit. You know? It's a unit within NPA that takes any unlawful benefit, basically. If you've benefited something as proceeds of crime, those things are confiscated to a state. So now what does then the government, the state does, it will take those things and sell it on auction. So because they could not track where was the income of Ronavan Kreitsch, they thought that Ronavan Kreitsch's a house was bought off the proceeds of crime, which was the powder. You understand? So now,
Mm-hmm.
when that house was taken by the state, it went on auction, but the auction was very private. Only few people were invited. Amongst the few people that were invited, guess who was that person? Paul
Polly. Oh,
O'Sullivan.
sorry. Paul is 11. Sorry, Paul. I get too excited sometimes. Mm-hmm.
So yes. So Paul O'Sullivan was amongst the people that bought the house that belongs to Ranovan Kreitsch on auction. Now, this purchase, registration for that auction through the newspaper articles that I've actually seen in Bedford View, ne, that house was on auction. When you want to register to participate in that auction, I think you had to pay like 100,000 at the time just to
Speaking of
participate in that auction.
Speaking of participating in the auction, I spoke to the family and I'm like, guys, we can also participate. 1 rand, 1 rand, 1 rand. We could also purchase that Tamindlala mall. The participation money was 50,000 rands. Okay, just to get in. And there's over 78,000 of us, which means we can do it. I think we should start as communities to also enhance ourselves financially and become shareholders. We can't be just looking at them to tenders and then their wives are asking for 220,000 rands monthly. Come on, we can do this for ourselves. Anyway, continue, Jabs.
Yes. So now I wanted to show you that context in terms of how did Paul O'Sullivan enjoys in his benefits this relationship that he had with these people. Now, during that time, Paul O'Sullivan then he gets to be introduced to Brigadier Gininda. Guess who introduced him to Brigadier Gininda? It's no other than General Kehla Sithole.
Oh man. Okay, okay, go on.
Yes. Now that General Sithole is the one that actually introduced Gininda to Paul O'Sullivan. They worked on that, and they worked
What
with
was
him with.
Kininda was a colonel at the time.
Yes, he was the
So let me
colonel at the time.
I need to understand something. I don't know how to put it. Let me see how I can say it. How did they know that Kininda is moldable? Yeah, that's the best way I can. How did they know he has a molding lifestyle? I don't know how to put it. You do understand what I'm saying? How
No,
did they know
the on-
Kininda is an open for business? Yes, there we go.
yes, the only way to understand Gininda is he works for. He told us that he works for murder and robbery. If you worked at Brixton Murder and Robbery Unit, ne, that place ne, was an institution where people were trained by former apartheid police officers. Basically, it's an institution to be trained to become like Gininda, Shibiri, Mbotho, Sibiya,
Which
Rapadu. You know that Rapadu was also part of the
yes,
investigation team.
yes.
Yes.
That's why I believe the judge said, as soon as Baloyi said, "Oh, we're going to move on to Rapado and then your confession with Rapado," the judge said, "Are you going to cross examine him on the confession?" Baloyi,
No,
yes,
because
no.
because now it's no, because it's forced now to actually disclose. Because Ratha knows Umbotho no Rapadu.
And Danzi had just said, all of Kininda's cases have what? Have what? Confessions. So he knew
Confessions.
Danzi was going to say Rapadu, the same Rapadu from there. He knew Danzi is fully loaded. So, sorry, go on. I just wanted to.
Yes. So now, what is important now with all of that information is that Gininda, what actually made him to be accessible to Paul O'Sullivan, because Gininda's commander at the time was who? Was Klimba. Colonel Klimba, Brigadier
Okay.
Colonel Klimba, whom on the confession is known as Killer. You understand?
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
Now, the same Klimba was also working close with another faction of the powders. Yeah. Now,
Powders.
yes, then they
Substances that
knew.
cannot be named. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So that they knew that now Paul O'Sullivan was gunning for anything that is a police, you know.
Mm,
So what then they did is they took a lady by the name of Candace Kutsia. And there were two ladies. There was
yes.
Nandinkosi and Candace Kutsia. These ladies were the ones that were using grabbers from crime intelligence. Now, I don't know how it happened, but they recorded a conversation of General Manu speaking to Ronevan Craig. Then that in one of those conversations, a route of Paul O'Sullivan that he runs in the morning, this is the route he uses. That information was communicated. So now what then happened is Brigadier Gininda's boss, which is Gosana Klim, befriended to Paul O'Sullivan by saying, Paul, we've got information that you're going to be unalived. You understand? That's how now then they became friends. Paul wanted proof. Then they were forced to share a top secret state information. Paul has recordings of these conversations. Do you understand? Now, so because of that now, then a divisional, a Sibia then was General Sitol, was a divisional commissioner, a deputy commissioner of investigations. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he then created a task team, which was called an Act 70 task team. Act 70 is another act that actually governs the tapping of the phones. Ne? So,
Got it.
yes, at the police, that's what then they will say. Now, with that, now when they working together, now you can imagine people who are working together was who? Was Brigadier Gininda, was captain at the time, Candice Kutsie, as well as Paulo Sullivan. Now, Candice Kutsie became close with Paulo Sullivan, and it not just with Paulo Sullivan, as well as I'm told from the grapevine that she also then became very close with General Boysen.
Right.
Yes. Now, once you know that map, now you see what is innocent. You cannot say Ugutu Brigadier Kininde has been working correctly. Where else in the Madlanga Commission, witness A, B, and C, they say cold case wanted to tamper with the case of Aman Swat. When you understand Aman Swat was a tender unaliving. There is a lot. Not drugs, was a tender unaliving.
Yeah.
You see. Now, how then do you link the tenders with the taxi bosses? Because taxi bosses will have money. Most of us who are doing tenders, we don't have access to bank funds. So I will go now to Abomnisi and everybody. I will go to Omsib and say, see, I've got a tender there. I need 2 million. And then it will give me 2 million. You understand? And then I will pay back the 2 million with interest. Maybe I'll return it to 3 million. Do you understand? So that's how then the linkages comes through. When you see the money, because I think I do have a soft spot for taxi bosses. You understand? But I'm not saying that they are angels, but don't make them drug dealers. They hate drugs. You can't. It's only
Okay.
maybe the
So
youngsters.
let's go back to the word powder. I like powder more than the D
Oh
word.
yes. Hey, yes. I got dizzy there.
Substances that cannot be made. Yeah.
Yes, I got dizzy there. Don't worry, I
YouTube
got dizzy.
YouTube
Yes.
likes to send me emails and put me in naughty girls corners. I'm just a girl.
Mhm.
I don't have a husband who I can say, give me 220,000 rands a month. It's just me and YouTube. So let's
Yes,
avoid the D word. Okay, go on.
yes, yeah. So I was just trying to bring context in terms of saying how then do we link Brigadier Gininda to this whole thing? Then therefore he worked on the Ronovan Krecher case. He also worked on another case now. The accused, one of the other accused by the name of Mia, who was also a taxi owner. You understand? That taxi owner was also arrested in a similar case as number 4 in the SENZO MEYIWA case. Guess who took a confession of that case, Ukininda, that was investigating? No other than Colonel Umboto. Umboto, that is why Umgomezulu was reminding Ukininda,
He
do you
did.
remember me?
And that is why,
Because
guys, I remember the late advocate Ngomezulu. He really, like, he set the tone, he set the scene, and he said, let me tell you something. Wait until Gininda comes. And we were really waiting. But it never came to pass. May he rest in peace. and may there be the justice that he wanted. He wanted to expose these guys, but thank goodness for, Matlangerism. It's going to happen one way or another because right now we have EMPD being exposed. Guess who's next? Guess who's
Yeah.
next?
Yes.
JMPD.
But I think Ngomezulu had a bombshell. It's just that he went early. But I think by
Yeah.
now this Baloyi's case could have been dismantled already. We couldn't have even reached this far.
But it is now being dismantled. Can you imagine? We were waiting for the advocates to dismantle it. It's being dismantled by Undanzi, and they can't handle him. They can't take it. Danzi, you better not eat.
And
I don't know what you eat in prison. I don't. Just be careful, okay? We've already heard about the raisin poison and how no, blood comes out of everywhere. Danzi is now red hot. I'm just so nervous, and I know that I
and
have
I
my
wish
Go ahead.
today's the show's background could have been in Tanzi, not Baloyi, because currently he's the man of the show in that case.
You wish what? Sorry, I missed it.
I wish today's video background there's Baloyi there. I wish you could put Tanzi because the man of the match so far.
Do you guys know that when I design a live, I always have a topic. And then you guys come in the comments and then you make your topic. You say no, rewind. This is what we're talking about. That's why you see today's thumbnail. I didn't even bother myself. I didn't bother myself. I just said the week. That's all I said. So here we are now.
Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Go on, Jobs. Mike,
Yes.
Mike, 1, 2, check.
Yes. No, that's true. Now, what is also important there is that Ngomezulu was not just saying these things because the head of the investigators, oh my goodness, I'm going to mention the same police station that number 3 was taken in.
Wait, let me. Is it Cleveland? No. Yeah,
Yes,
Cleveland.
it's Cleveland.
Where there's the
Yes.
firearm. Where Mangena
Yes.
went to go and pick up the firearm, and then he
Yes.
took the
He
firearm,
picked
and
up.
then the
He
firearm
picked
was
up the
firearm.
firearm. Yes. He picked up the firearm from Umboto. You understand? And that is
Photo.
yes. And Umboto could only bring another person that he trusts into
Who's
the
that?
space.
Who?
It's
Kininda.
that witness that you guys liked a lot.
Who?
Who's the witness of the firearms record of Cleveland?
Do you know who knows all these people? Is Noni, and I don't know where she is. Anyway, go on.
Mm.
No, the
Mhm.
firearms record. Guys,
Yes.
what's the name? Drop the name in the comments.
Yeah, they must drop the name. I mean, I'm not gonna say so that we see good people are working
Yeah,
together.
drop the name there. We can't be carrying the load ourselves.
Mm.
Mm? Drop the name in the comments so that we can see
Yes.
it.
So
I,
now,
let me ask Noni.
Na-
I can't think of it right now. Oh
Mtshali.
yes, that's it. And Noni always talks about you guys
Yes.
listen in court. I wish I could also super thank you. You know what? And I've been telling my manager, guys, we need a button that says super thanks, pa, super thanks, pa, pa, pa.
Yes. Yeah. Let's
I
help
want to
the
super
listener.
thanks you.
Yes. Let's help the comments name. Mtshali is the custody. It's what Mshololo said. You are a firearms clerk. That's what Mtshali is. Yes.
No. Let me
Then
say it proper. No. You're not doing it. You're not doing Shololo justice. Let me do it. Let me get into my Shololo character. Just that she's cut her hair. So anyway, she will say, Shololo will come and she will say, I love it when they say that, guys. I miss it. It's just that, Baloyi is not wrapping up. We're not getting to the nice part. My client will come and he will say, oh, I love it so much. Anyway, Shololo will say, you adjust. You just a firearms clerk. It's not me, Mchali, it's Mshololo. I yeah, that's it. Go on.
So now that's the security around the gun. Handsome Kelly says, I resigned and I came back 5 years later. How do you resign and come back 5 years later and you found things that the same as you are? Why they not bringing the person who was working during the time? There is no issue. Umchali doesn't tell us ukuthi he received the handover from Jabulo who was working there after he left. Do you understand? That's why I get this issue. There's these connections now.
Okay.
Mboto and Gilinda are connected. Mboto and Rapado are connected because they've been doing the investigation. Cleveland investigation, and Mboto was the head. Urapado was investigating which other cases in a day. He was the head of investigators in a day. And Ukininda was the head of the high risk team, which was looking for maiden robbery or what they call it, highway hijackings. So those
Ooh.
three people were working together basically in
Ooh.
Gauteng, within the South Gauteng. Now, do you see Uchi, how these people were connected? Then now they now brought people who were actually coming in there. Now, what then has since come up is that Umboto, Umchali worked very well with Umboto. So that's why Umchali was brought back. Umasondo was coming from the site also. Umasondo was an investigator. He was reporting to who? Was reporting to Mboto. That is why Umasondo said, no, I know the information about the gun. We could not get any information. You see, the same thing, the question that we asked to Umasondo. Umboto is also most likely a very good person to answer to those questions.
Mm.
Do you understand? Now, when then you talk about the crime scene, that is why Ulokuzana Urapado mix up the date on Moses' confession. On Danzig. Yes, Umboto nje. That's why Umboto mix up the date in Moses' confession. Remember what he says? He says ngeSabbath. You understand? Now,
Yes.
then they try to justify that it's the 25th. It's because they know which it was an overnight thing. You
Mm.
understand? So they meant to say the 27th or something like, but it mixed the date. It was a God just intervening to say these people can lie, but we'll always come through to disturb them one way or another.
It's a lot.
That's it.
I'm digesting. I think you've named 400 names in 2 minutes. It's just a lot.
And mind you, I don't even have a script.
No. That trust me,
I'm
I
talking
believe
from my
that.
head.
You're talking from memory, and it's like, huh? Wait,
Mhm,
who did what? Giaco's dad's
mhm.
what for the what? Oh, guys, it's my head is spinning, and I mean this literally. My head is spinning. Oh, my goodness. No, feel free. Just keep
Yeah.
unloading. You
So,
want to unload,
so
offload from your chest.
yes. So your instincts were right, and I see people also in the comment were right that Urata is definitely not putting Baloyi under the bus. Is trying to protect the other people because once he asked
Mm,
questions about Rapado, certain things are gonna come back of Rapado. Because remember, Rapado had a car, and Rapado's car had AVL. That AVL, because
mm.
some cars were leaked, goodness gracious people, oh no, that car was parked at Para. Oh, on the day in
With
question.
the baby. We
People,
found out about the baby from Dan's. Isn't Dan's your music? Who told us about the baby and the wife?
yes,
Can't
yes,
remember.
it's Ngomezolo said Rapado was working with the lady and the child. But the car, Rapado's car, looking at that registration number and and the dark web files that were leaked or a track. Remember, guys, tracker was hacked. So all your information up until 2024, it's on the dark web. So if I punch in your registration number there, but it's not easy, Pella, to pull out the thing. I can pull out the old report. So we were fortunate to get the vehicle that was assigned to Rapid the information through
Oh,
the channels.
oh, oh
Then
my
I can tell
gosh.
you what, if you can subpoena Rapadu's car that was allocated to him, the AVL there, it will put you straight in para on the day in question. Even Nabombo, you see, when you look at those things, it's very crazy.
Bring back Rapado. So you mean to tell me that Judge Ratha gave the state and the defense fake homework? You have the answers. You have the answer sheet.
Yes. No, that one is a fake homework, Pen. I think the defense must charge legal aid a lot of money. No, that one is a fake homework. It's just trying to prepare and everything. Urata is ahead. Urata is not sitting there adjudicating. Urata is always planning there to see how it's going to counter. Hence, he even gave them an extension which don't come on Friday to court. Urata is not an honest
Oh,
judge there
oh,
in
and
a
that's
matter
for
of
that.
SENZO MEYIWA.
Okay, I owe Nxumalo an apology. Nxumalo was like,
Yes.
no, into the sea. Let's go. Let's go into the sea. Let Moses part the waters. Let's get in, Baloyi. Let's go.
Yes.
Nxumalo wanted to go in there. There's something he
Mm.
wanted. Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
No,
crazy.
it's very crazy. It's very crazy.
Oh, my. I'm like blown away, guys. Totally blown away. So let's have a commercial break. And the commercial break is let's talk about the burning hot question. I'm just checking my phone, guys. You guys asked about the update of what happened yesterday, and you know that Njabs was on his way, but then he on his way himself. He unfiltered himself, and due to some internal information that he received, so he wasn't able to proceed. So I want to confirm, yes, they did go to Umama Meiwa's house, okay? First and foremost, I want to take a moment, okay, and just humble myself amongst the unfiltered family and say thank you so much. You guys answered my request that we go ahead and put in $1 or $2 or rands or Namibian dollars or pulas. You guys, you did the things, okay? I don't have access to the account. You guys know that the account was officially Mama Meiwa's account. I don't have access to it. I don't have transparency to it. I do know that she's happy. That's all I know. Okay. So I just want to thank everyone who supported the initiative so that there was something when the visitors arrive at home. The visitors did arrive. I do have videos, photos. I'm going to go through it and make a video for you guys to update you. I agree with you that, there was no video update. And I believe so. From one of the videos that I am in possession of, I can see that they're streaming. So they are streaming live, but not on YouTube. And I don't know why people don't stream on YouTube. Can you see Mzansi Unfiltered is right here on YouTube? If you didn't catch us live, you're still going to be able to catch this live unless I am such a hater and I decide to turn off the live. Then you won't be able to see it. But the way YouTube works is even after we're live, um, you can still see the live. It lives forever and ever and ever. But on TikTok, you don't catch the live, good luck to you. That's it. It ends there. However, TikTok does have the ability for the creator, the one who is live, to download that video and bring it to YouTube. Why they're not doing that, I don't know. Okay. It's not me. It's not my channel. I don't have access to Menzisto. You guys tell Menzisto, download. Okay. Do the download and bring it to the best platform on this platform streets, which is you besides. And you can monetize it. You're not monetized on TikTok. Bring it home. Bring it here to the red street so that people can access it. So guys, This is the information I have. Okay, I'm not limiting anyone. Let me just see if I can have someone join to speak more on it. Give me a second. Hello, are you guys there? Jobs? Oh, Jobs is not
Yeah, we're
okay.
here.
Okay, okay, good. So yeah, so where did Jobs go? I didn't see him leave. Did he leave? Jobs, did you leave abruptly? Maybe his battery died, but I'm sure he's gonna come back. So Philip, give us an update. I'm just typing here, multitasking. I don't want to type too much. Okay, let me just check
Well, I
my
just want to
chat. Go ahead.
yes, I just wanted to concur with Jabu that do you remember last time I said that the way Ratha behaves in that court, he tells someone that maybe even the defense is just wasting his time. He's like he already prepared his judgment. So all these networks, all this web that Njabu is bringing in, it is surely just vindicating our suspicion that this is just a kangaroo court. Probably Tanzi and his friends, probably they will get justice in the Supreme Court. But as of now, let's just put the record straight so that it should be a better reference in the Supreme Court. But so far, so good. There's nothing that we can expect from Ratha that will go in favor of the accused. This is the game of Ratha, Baloyi, and that so-called Dr. Sibanda. They already plan it, the way they're going to run the show up until the end. At the end of the day, the five accused, they were already convicted. And they were already convicted. They're just waiting for the day. So probably, if God allows, because I don't see Baroi finishing his cross examination very soon. If we think that he has already taken 10 weeks, how about the third accused, fourth accused, fifth accused? I believe
Ooh.
he will be through by 2027. Uh, I think it's when maybe we should be expecting 2027 or 2028. Probably this case in this court will end. Let's just hope that God will give us life that we'll be able to follow the Supreme Court appeal led by Advocate Mnisi.
Wow. Um, there's a comment here from Umbongeni, and he confirms Untanzi said Rapadu. See, I knew it. I knew it was Ntanzi, and I knew it was recent. Yes, Ngomezulu said it in the past, but Ntanzi said it, and he said it so loud. So Untanzi is the one who said that Rapadu was with the baby and the baby at Baragwana. And what's his name?
Yes.
Baloyi said nothing. Baloyi just continued. Baloyi just said, "Not my monkey, not my circus. We don't talk about babies. We keep moving."
Yeah, no. No, that's what is good at gaslighting on dance.
But Ntanzi
He's
is
very.
fireproof.
Mm. No, no, you're right, my brother. I think this case, ne, I like the latter part that we'll get justice. God will give us justice. But this case, as it is, I can tell you what, it's unappealable because the record is damaged. Do you hear when Balo is reading the record? We could all hear that it's not a reflection of what has happened, what was mentioned in court. You see, there were a lot of things that are being read in those scripts, which is not necessarily what we had in court. There's certain things that are lost in translation. It's unappealable, this case. That is why, for me, that they spend a lot of money at doing this thing. But you know what? The corruption of NPA that we see in Gabin, the inquiry, it's what we're seeing here in the SENZO MEYIWA case. Because NPA is allowing that. The collusion of justice system with why everybody is connected. It's not a coincidence that Nkabin the inquiry has mentioned judges. Madlanga has mentioned judges. Now, but then also, Ratha was the one who was always telling us about the JP and the DJP, basically. That you know what? He mentored them and everything like that. He's senior to them. They called him from retirement for what to clean up this thing. This is why now we know Uguti Judge President Litwaba. He left everything and wanted to preside on the matter of dance. It was so embarrassing for him to justify Uguti. He refused Danzi bail, but he gave KT a bail. You understand? It was just so embarrassing.
Extremely
But
embarrassing. I agree. Okay, so everybody, have you liked the live? I have your guest. Okay, I have summoned an update of what happened yesterday, but we got to bring the lives up, the likes up. Okay, I got to get something out of the live as well. Have you liked the live? Just check on your phone that you've liked, and then I will beam. I will beam it. Okay, I will beam our guest, but I have to make sure that I also eat. I'm just joking. I'm now checking. I told you guys I didn't want to check the likes, and I'm now about to check. I don't want my heart to break. Right now, there is 422 people watching. I know I'm going to see 422 likes. I just know it. My internal mechanisms say 422 is the number. And if I click, I'm going to end the live if the likes are not liking. Let us see the likes. Na, na, na. 269 likes. You guys know how to embarrass me, eh? You're embarrassing me on these streets. You're making me feel like I have a tissue on my forehead. Why are you doing this? Why are you embarrassing me? 269 likes for a whole witness you. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. You know what? I'm just going to do my job. I don't focus on the likes because you guys like to hurt my feelings like the person who said I speak like I'm AI. Okay, so here's our update from yesterday. Can we get a drum roll? I have summoned this because you guys asked. And I am in the business. But you guys have to go back to Menzisto and tell him download, upload to YouTube. Okay, we can't do everything. We can't do everything. He's got to do the download. Jabs, go ahead.
no, it's fine. It's fine. You can give the update. Basically, I'll just say after.
Oh, you mean
Basic, but
after?
all of
Okay.
it, yeah.
Okay, sorry guys. Jabs sent me a message and I was like, okay, I thought he meant now. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
No, for me, what I wanted to say was, firstly, on the issue of that, we must continue supporting, basically, on that account number. That's one, and also number
Sorry,
two, on
Jabs.
some of the.
Jabs. Sorry. What? Sorry, what did you just say? Go ahead again. You
All
have
right.
to
Now, I just
Okay, guys, we're speaking cross platform. I think it's the rain. It's the rain. I'm skipping behind. Okay. I'm going to mute. Go ahead, Jabs.
yes,
Where's my phone?
I was just saying that we need to continue to support the family on these numbers that you guys have provided us with, basically. And then also on
Oh,
some of the yes, on some of the things that
guys,
I've also
can I
mentioned.
can I just jump into that? Can I just segue there? I know you guys don't like it when I jump in, but I must jump in because we are at sea. You know, I want to believe that we are a family and families stick together. And Mama Meiwa means a lot to us, and I know you guys can agree with that. And I want us to continue. I want this to be a monthly initiative, that we continuously support the family, not to wait to be asked. Like I told you, I'm in possession of a video, and there's an initiative I wanted to also take up with that part, but I'm still like working in the background. So all these videos are coming. But the thing that I want to highlight is you guys have the numbers. I also have the numbers. Just add it to your, what is it called? Your pay list. And when you do have, whether it's 10 rands, 20 rands, 100 rands, whatever it is, there's nothing too small, nothing too big. Just go ahead and put it through. You don't have to wait to be for the ask to be asked. Yeah. Okay. Um, because it's difficult for me to ask for money, guys. It's very difficult. It was very difficult for me to do that. But I did it because it was a good initiative that I thought I knew you guys would welcome it and receive it. And I'm happy that you did. And I was also, inspired by other platforms, and you can kind of see them doing it and doing it and doing it. And you guys, you wanted to do it with Ukwabeni. I couldn't do it then because, I didn't have access. You guys want to do it for Undanzi. And I know you'll continuously watch because I know you're a generous group. I don't make any money from it. Okay? The money is not coming to me. I even thought, okay, maybe it's easier because we had our international gang. I thought maybe it's easier that I open not an international, I open what is it called? I thought that maybe it would be easier if I open a membership level that is strictly for assisting families. So let me know what you guys think. Let's, okay, Philip, go
From
ahead.
this side, that would be so great because, like for us who are outside the South African borders,
You
probably
couldn't
can't
do it.
contribute.
Yes.
Yeah, but coming up with that idea, I think that's so welcome because I'm not the only one. Outside in South Africa, we are many. Maybe some are just following from behind. So I support it.
Okay. So we've got one out of one. Drop a 5 in the comment section if you want to see a membership level strictly for families support, and it has to be a monthly commitment, okay? Because YouTube is a business, you understand? YouTube is a business. YouTube takes a portion of the money, and then the balance goes to the family that will be dedicating to that particular month or whatever initiative it is. The money will come to me, but I will disperse it. And that's where I don't want smoke. If you guys don't give me smoke, I'll open up the level. If I get smoke, because I just don't like money conversations. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then let's go ahead and continue. We have our guest still hasn't unmiked. We're waiting for you to unmic and tell us about yesterday. Going once, going twice. And they've left the platform. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think they couldn't unmic. I'm not sure what was happening there. I'm going to add one more person and then, hi, how are you? Welcome to the live, Maxwell. I think it's your first time here, so let's hear from you. Let me unmute. Can I? Yeah. Hi,
Hi, how are you,
Maxwell.
ma'am? Hi,
I'm
ma'am,
good,
how are
thank
you?
you. I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
good.
How are you?
I'm good.
Would you like to contribute to the conversation today?
Sorry, ma'am.
You are welcome to contribute to today's conversation.
I had nothing for now.
Okay, no problem. Let me check the comments. Let me check the comments. Da 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 da. So, guys, what are your thoughts? Why is CD laughing that I said little Mugabe? Okay, Mugabe Jr. Yeah. So, Maxwell, I'm going to turn off your camera, okay? Just because I want to make sure it's a safe space, and I'm not sure because you're not contributing to the conversation. I'm going to mute you, and let me see if I can turn off your camera. Just because I just want to make sure the live remains great. Okay, so what was I saying? Little Mugabe came through the river on the crocodiles. No, I don't think he came through on a private charter. Don't do it. I don't know. I don't know. But that is definitely interesting. Let's next comment. Inside Parati knocked with my like from the tiny little province of KZN. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then we also have Siyabonga, okay, saying Mzansi Unfiltered. You are the best of the best, the best of the best. Okay, so where is. I'm just going to change my setup a little bit so that I'm not distracted. Okay, so Siyabonga says you are the best of the best and good evening to Njabs. I don't get a good evening, Siyabonga. Just Njabs. Okay, Njabs, you have a good evening. I'm just kidding. The magistrate called him an illegal. I doubt he had those privileges. Oh, you're talking about the diplomatic Dondonis. Yes, they don't have them, both of them. Their story is very not make sure for me, and they're hiding something, and I hate that the state is trying to help them hide. I really hate it. So, because they have a deal going on, and yeah, the deal for me is not dealing. Beautiful show, witness you. Okay. Mashazi and Jabs, we love you inside Parati within. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm waiting for you to unmic and then we can continue the show. Otherwise, I'm going to have to end the show because we have been going for 2 hours and you guys know my bandwidth after 2 hours is 2 hours in. Okay, you guys know me at 2 hours. I'm in it. I am in it. So I'm just going to try one more time. If not, I'm going to do a separate video, guys, because I'm not sure what is going on. I'm asking myself. I'm so overjoyed to hear his voice. Whose voice? Jab's voice? Who's Beggy? What are we talking about? Anyway, that was probably an hour ago, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Jabs. Okay. Okay, Jabs is no longer with us on the stage. Jabs is not here. I think he's gone. Good evening, witness. You and Jabs on behalf of Bandava. That is right. Okay, so I want to do an honorary goodbye to everybody. Let me just make sure my commenting is commenting. Da 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 da. Charlie. Where else? Charlie. Botswana is in the building. I want to do a countdown of everybody that came to see us today. Na, 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 na. I just want to make sure I'm checking all my messages before we close off today because I think we've had a great conversation, right? Those 3 top cops are living a fake police life. Their time is coming. Which 3 top cops? Name and shame them. Which 3 top cops? Which ones? I was in Johannesburg a week ago and I wanted to do the needful, but I lost my wallet at the Four Ways Mall with all my bank cards. I was depressed and left a disappointed person. Oh, JJ, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, losing a card is the worst thing on the planet. I hope you were able to recover them, but the needful is still needful. Okay, the needful can still be needed. It's continuous. Okay, it's a continuous initiative. Make sure that you go right ahead and continuously support. Okay, don't wait for me to ask. Just know that I just know that she was very happy. That's as far as I know. I know that she was very happy. Um, some of the stuff is difficult for me to talk about because, how can I put it? I want to see. I want to be graceful in what I say. Give me a second. Let me clean it up nicely in my head. No jokes, nothing. Make it nice and clean. Um, some of the stuff is difficult for me to talk about because this is the victim's family. This is the victim's family, and I believe they deserve, honor, respect, and their own privacy and space. So some of the things I might be, should I say accessible to? No, I don't want to say accessible to. Preview to. Yeah, there's Mrs. English. Some of the things I might be preview to, but I don't want to also put them on blast. But no, when you hear me ask, it's a ask it. Okay, it is a ask it, and I know I have to tell a story, and you guys want to hear what is going on behind the scenes. What can we do? What can we help? We can help by visiting the location and also punching the numbers and submitting your contribution. Honestly, it will be greatly appreciated. It is greatly appreciated. And, I just think they've been failed by many institutions. I don't want to name names, but one day I'll talk about it freely. I can't prove it, but I just think there's a lot of unfairness that happened. I think they were made so many promises. If you go and watch the funeral, go and watch the funeral, you will hear the promises that they were made. And are they fulfilling their promises, or everything was just said from a political standpoint? And cameras are on, cameras are running, people are saying what they say, and then boom, gone. So I'm sorry you lost your wallet. Okay. I hope you lost it and that it wasn't taken from your possession because, them gulliguters are everywhere. And I hope that you were able to recover it. I must create a Loisa, guys. Wait, is this Loisa? Wait, I gotta do it quick. I gotta tell you a story about Loisa. Wait, 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 wait. How can I check? Wait, I gotta turn up the volume in case music goes on. I have to tell you, I think it's Loisa. Guys, I'm so bad with names. Hold on, okay? It is Uloisa. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Guys, let me tell you about Uloisa, okay? When you hear him say, I must create a song for Umama May, can you please do it? So I was going to do a video, but anyway, he's here now and the cat's out the bag. Loisa did a song for me last week, Thursday. Was it Thursday? Actually, he sent me a message on TikTok. Guys, I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Spotify. I'm everywhere. Okay. Instagram as well. He sent me a message on Facebook. No, on TikTok. TikTok blocks your messages. If you send me one message, don't send a hi and think TikTok will let you send another message. You gotta say hi, how are you? Da, 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 da. Put it all in one paragraph and hit send because after that, TikTok doesn't allow you to send a follow-up message. Okay. So he sent me that one message in March. I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I'm not always on TikTok. Okay. He sent me a message in March, and the message says, let me tell you what the message says. Molo wethu ndicreate ingoma ngoSenzo Meyiwa Ratha Baloyi noGininda ingxaki ingehlule ukuyithumela ku-TikTok. Okay, that's what he says. I read the message and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I responded. I was like, really? Okay, cool, fine. Yeah, yeah. I just responded. Okay. I didn't have any expectations. I responded because if I don't respond, he can't continue to message. Okay. And then he goes, yeah. And I said, send it on TikTok, send it on Facebook. Okay. Sends it on Facebook, uses a whole other name. Okay. Guys, why are you not the same person everywhere so I can recognize you? Do you even see that here? I was like, wait, is this the same guy? Because the picture is different. Okay. So on Facebook it's somebody else, and I'm like, huh, who's this? I read the I'm like, it can't be a coincidence that I'm receiving the same message from a different name. It's the same person. It's the same person. So they sent me the videos, okay, and they sent me sounds, music rather, that they created for me. I was blown away. It is so good. I'm actually supposed to do a video. Okay, I'm supposed to do a video. I'm still playing with how I'm gonna put it out in video form. So I did not forget you, Louisa. Okay, but I want to say I was just so happy, so overjoyed. Okay, I felt like, wow, I've made it. I have made it. I have a song. So, guys, make sure you drop a 10 in the comment section if you want to listen to the song because let me tell you, it is so good. And the fact that he says he wants to create a song for Umama, oh man, please create the song. I insist. In fact, I demand it. I know it's gonna be epic because I'm so in love with my song. Okay, I'm so in love with it. But I'm gonna share it with the family. I just haven't got around to it, and this weekend has been a little bit crazy. Okay, so that I think we're gonna close off today's live. Don't allow the spirit of mammon to control you. No, not at all. No, 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 no. Um, Thank you for the cautionary words, sis. TD, thank you. I love you. You know that. David says David was the first one in the live. David was the very first person. Hi, David. How are you doing? Please go and listen to the suspended. I saw it. I'll confess. I saw it. I actually saw it, and I was like, "Here we go." Okay, I'll give you guys a preview to my honest reaction. Okay, my first reaction. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Oh, hold on. Hold the line. Dun, da, da, da. Oh, it wants me to stop the screen share. Why does it want to stop the screen share? I don't want to lose this video. Okay, fine. I'll just speak without. I need to put her on the screen. Maybe I can stop. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Then I do it again. Let's see. Screen share. Share the screen. Share. Is it this one? Oh, I must have clicked out of it. Anyway, let me go to YouTube. No. I know that I did open the video. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through my history. Oh, was it on my phone? Maybe I watched it on my phone. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit confused. Where is the good? There she is. I'm just setting it up for you, okay? Give me a second. Da, da, da. I had already. Okay, 1 second. You want me to talk about the suspended? We start with the word suspended. So you're already suspended, and now you want to talk? That's my first reaction. You're suspended, and then you have something to say. Okay, not a problem. So, oh, and then you did it as a press briefing. Oh, okay, sounds familiar. Commissioner Lieutenant General Daphne. Where have you been? So she did a lot of name dropping. Wait, is the screen sharing? Do you guys see my screen yet? Let me see. Do you guys see my screen? Which screen are you guys? Oh, you're still seeing Baloyi. Okay. Let me beam her. How do I beam her? I've got to unbeam Baloyi. And then I beam her. Okay. Stop screen share. Beam. Share. There. I think you should see her now. StreamYard. Okay. Please go and listen to the suspended Mpumalanga Provincial Lieutenant General substitution, the correct accused with the wrong. Oh, okay. I'm going to go listen. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I didn't listen to the whole thing because I was biased. I was biased because I was like, why are you only speaking now? Why are you only speaking now? And in fact, why did you not make submissions to the commissioners at the Madlanga Commission? Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of skeptical in terms of her motives. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I should be neutral, but that's the first reason. And also because she's suspended. So I already know she's got ulterior motives, or at least that's how I feel about it. Okay. That's the reason for that. Um, Beautiful show. Oh, thank you, darling. At that time, the likes aren't liking, but can you imagine? They were so happy to hear from Jabs. They're so happy that they ignored the like button. It doesn't add up. It does not make sense. Can I join on live as well? Yes. The, you don't have to ask. If I put the link public, it means you can join. You just click join and then you come up. But that was like, oh, you're still here. I'm sure you're still here. Yes, you can join. Come talk to me. Come, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Mpo says, see, you're taking too much. You're talking too much. And Mpo, see, you're taking too much. Let's Jubes taking. Mpo, what are you saying?
Maybe I think he's trying to say you're talking too much, letting Jabu take the show.
Yeah, but they're so passionate in their conversation that they can't even type it correctly. And then me, I must struggle now to understand what you're saying. I'm not talking too much. And I know at the time that I was talking about Mama Meiwa. So you're saying, Paul, just so I'm clear, you're saying when I'm talking about Mama Meiwa, I'm talking too much. Govern yourself accordingly in the comment section. You can't say that. That's very disrespectful. You're not disrespecting me. You're disrespecting Umama Meiwa. And I take it. What did Madlanga say? I take exception to that. I take exception to that. That's uncalled for. Jabs is a guest on the channel. And I think Jabs had specifically messaged me in the background. We've got a background chat, and he had said he wanted to talk. And I specifically, you see, I've got a good memory, Paul. Okay. I specifically, he mentioned to say, guys, please continue um, to contribute to Umama Meiwa. And I wanted to add on to that because people contributed. Okay. People contributed, and I can't not acknowledge that. So don't be rude. I take exception to your behavior. Whatever Jabs had to say, trust me, I would have kept the live going for another 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 hours, whatever. So I take exception to that kind of conversation in my comment section. Let's govern ourselves accordingly and let's not get too trigger happy with the typing in the comment section. That's uncalled for. I know I laugh and joke a lot, but when it's time to get serious, you won't like me. You will not like me when I'm serious. That's why I prefer to joke more. Mpo, I'm waiting for that apology. In fact, I demand it. Do you know where I learned that from? I learned it from Madlanga Commission. Listen, if you're not watching Madlanga Commission, there's a lot you learn there, okay? Do you see? I even changed the mood right away. You go serious, you demand the apology. That was with the, I think it was Suleiman Karim or Karim Suleiman's lawyers who were just acting like bulldogs. And Madlanga said, oh, you are going to apologize. Oh, and then the apology was like, well, if I said that, then I apologize. And Madlanga's like, what? You're giving me a probational apology? A conditional? Oh, you've got to love the Madlanga Commission, guys. Oh, it is full blown over there, okay? You cannot tell me what I can and cannot say on my own show. And when I cannot. I can mute everyone. I can remove everyone off the stage. I can do as I want. But this is a show for us, me, and for you. We're entertaining you. You are listening. You're contributing. Let's be respectful. Okay? Let's not get too excited, especially when you say, I am talking too much. It's called a live stream. I must talk. Because if I go silent, it's just this. And then what? Then what? Then what when I don't talk? What's gonna happen? What must happen when I don't talk? See, you're getting me upset. I don't want to focus on nonsense. So you guys already know Mama Meiwa, Mama Meiwa. Let's continue, okay? Um, wait, we've got another guest. Da 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 da. Uh, hello, hello, hello. Why can't I hear you? Okay, guys, I'm sorry that it's a little bit choppy. I've tried. Okay, I've tried the best that I can, but I'm going to end this live stream because there's just too much back and forth, and trying to get this going. And it's a little bit overwhelming. So, and Paul has ruined my mood. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end the live stream right here. And we will talk on my next live stream. I love you all. Bye.
So you also believe that that could have been planted there?
Noma kanjani yaplantwa mfethu lo wathi wayibona uyena wafika nayo lo project sana